Hello, welcome back to Sunless Sea. Let's go to the gun pole. This is fun and exciting, isn't it? To be able to dive and do more quests. Oh no, I'm in some undercurrents. Get out! Yeah, this is the dangers of undersea travel. Here's a gun pole. It looks very cool. Okay, let's talk. It's a heart. Ooh. Where the Z goes to die. The submarine surfaces in a pocket of air in the middle of the giant stone heart. You are not the only new arrival. A midnight whale lies mortally wounded on a small beach of bone and blubber, moaning softly. An elderly woman in ragged red robes is carving its flesh, attended by a few disciples. Are you the seventh? Approach the woman in red. Her hands move with expert, if incomprehensible, precision. A demonstration of haruspicy, the art of divination through entrails, not the most pleasant or reliable way of seeing the future, especially with the organs in question still warm and oozing as she plucks them from the great beast. Whatever she is looking for, the focus it demands exhausts her. A sudden sound rumbling from the tunnels, the ventricles, the sound of a stampede, a cry of "protect the mistress" as a flood of naked old men and women wielding primitive bone harpoons charges towards the whale. All sailors, fixated on one goal, feast on the Z flesh, whether the haruspex is finished or not. The haruspex fades a little more. The flesh reveals all. Okay. I could defend her, join the attack, or stay out of it. She's an old lady. Protect her. Defend the fading haruspex. These sailors look old enough to collapse at a slight breeze. A rancid rout. You stride into the melee. The haruspex and her disciples are outnumbered, but your contribution to the fray is worth at least 10 of the elderly attackers. Their harpoons barely leave a scratch. Wrenching one from the nearest attacker, you easily hold the Gibratic horde back with little but pointed gestures. The haruspex returns to her work. From the corner of your eye, you see a little of the method behind it. Just a little, but enough to see the traces of a pattern in the grooves of a small ivory slate. The dream is great and ancient. It is fueled by deeds of horror. None will have strength to deny it, she frowns, unsatisfied. The whale moans its last as she finishes up. Her work done, she thanks you with a nod and has her people allow the old sailors to approach the slowly cooling carcass. Hunt talents, behe mustaches, beloveds, or triskelegons to bring more beasts to the gun pole. Interesting. You'll learn the ways of haruspicy. Could get a port report here. The Admiralty is unlikely to take it seriously. Meh. The gun pole. Ah, that favorite hazing method of many a veteran sailor. Saved for particularly wet behind the ears recruits. Ask your captain to deliver these to the gun pole. Go to the gun pole and find my pocket watch. Tell the crew tonight we dine at the gun pole. A hilarious jape when not standing in the blasted place and hoping someone will pay for recent news from it. Okay. I could... Oh, this is the quest in Chelone, isn't it? Cut some flesh for the Chelone. The carcass of the last beast to expire in this place still has plenty of meat hanging from its bones. Pickled and pungent, your crew would face starvation 100 times before adding this still quivering mass of gluttonous blubber to the supplies. To the Chelonate, however, it probably counts as haute cuisine. Now have a barrel of rancid flesh. Ooh. I can speak with the fading haruspex. She sits in a ghoulish tent made of the bone and hide of long dead beasts. saving her energy for the next great behemoth to reach its grisly end. Okay, she sits with her eyes closed. A pair of disciples are wielding damp sponges, doing their best to moisten her cracked, bone-dry skin. Her fingernails have not been cut in decades. They rattle as she beckons you forward. Okay, I could ask about the house spicy. Ask about her. Ask about the traveler. Oh, okay, this is for the lady in King Eater's castle. This must be the person the sixth witness meant for you to meet. A matter for later. The fading Haruspex shakes her head. I have seen nothing of this, but nor have I asked. But if I have it in me once I have my answer, I will attempt the divination. You will have the opportunity to find the sixth witness answer later on. Okay. I could ask about her. How long has she been down here? The passage of time. 10 years? 100 years? 1,000? It is all the same after a while. The flesh keeps the body together, the mind, well, that is a trickier matter. I have coped, others have not. You have seen them, the oldest of the sailors, with no warm bed and loving family calling them to shore. They are as much creatures of the sea as any that swim in it. The heart welcomes them, and they embrace it. It is their fate. I see a far more important one in your future. Okay. I could ask about the art of how spicy. What does she see in the bodies of the dead? The nearly dead, she corrects. True, it's still life after all. There is nothing to be predicted from meat but the quality of one's dinner. A wheezing laugh escapes her lungs. In Babylon, the quivering livers of 100 sheep showed us the fate of the first. In Rome, had Caesar only asked the right question. It is the life that leads to answers, not the meat. Down here, centuries of life, so many secrets. But the great beasts of the sea pass on so rarely. I cannot hold on much longer in the hope of finding what I seek. I could hunt Talet's beefy mustaches, beloveds, or Trisk elegance to bring more beasts to the Grand Pole. I know beefy mustaches and beloveds are from the Undersea. Are Talet's and Trisk elegance from the Undersea too? Okay, I think that's all we could do here. No more questions for now. The effort of answering is exhausting her. She nods gratefully. You take your leave. She slips into a silent torpor. And that's all I could do here for now. No. Oh, there is a shop here. What's this? Wait. Jonah's Inn. A naive merchant came here in search of glory. He now makes his living selling less rancid meat to any customer he can find. A portentum. The Haruspex disciples will take life, give death, not yours, obviously. Oh. I could... Oh, lives from itself for 7 stranger. No. Maybe I'll buy some supplies. Okay, let's go back to Chelonate. By going up, of course. No way I'm staying down here. The Undersea is still very alien to me. Very unfamiliar. We have a quest to submit in Chelonate. Okay, here. Supply the Redolent Flesh Merchant. It's only 1 barrel, but it's a very large barrel. Delicious! The Redolent Flesh Merchant dips a finger into the quivering blubber and tastes it with shivering enjoyment. He pays you and gets to work selling it by the cupful. It is impossible to tell if the Chelonate prefer it to their customary diet of rancid turtle meat, but it is at least a different flavor of terrible. His customers are still licking their lips when the barrel is drained to the last oily drop. Oh. The Redolent flesh merchant has requested meat from the ganpole. Oh no, I could do this all the time. Maybe not this time. Maybe not this time. Okay, I think that's all we could do here for now. Let's see. Okay, we are very near the eye right now. It's somewhere here. Pretty sure it's here because I went up to avoid it. I don't know. But since we have the submarine now, do we dare go over there and dive into the undersea where the eye is? Can I do anything with the eye if I dive into the sea? Before we do something as reckless as that, we shall save first. Yes. Our terror is pretty okay right now. So let's try. We might die. We might not. But we might discover something amazing. And then maybe later we could drop by the Isle of Cats and Visage and King's Hall and all those. But we will try something reckless and most probably dangerous to see what happens. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? In the last episode, I didn't realize that I was actually gaining terror from swimming around the eye. Maybe this is a terrible idea. Okay, I started in Chelonate with 24 terrors. Keep that in mind. As we slowly approach the eye with happy music. We'll dive when we see the eye at the corner of the screen. Are we approaching it? Is this it? I see a little bit difference in the texture. Okay, we are here. Let's dive. It's here. Oh my god. I'm so nervous. Oh my god, I am so nervous. Oh, so scary! No, that is so fucking scary! Oh my fucking god. The eye, do you follow too? Down here? Oh my god, it does! This is terrifying. So fucking terrifying. Is it building terror? I am. Okay. Okay, let's do this. The eye. The eye, as vast and round and wild as the moon. Your crew shriek and caver. They pull their mustaches and bay like dogs. You, of course, are calm. Utterly calm. Calm as the moon. Those noises must be coming from someone else. I could dive into the pupil or steam away as fast as you can. It seems. Let's dive. Dive and exult. You descend. The blackness of the pupil expands. There is no cornea to bar your way. No lens. The pupil is a tunnel. And your vessel plunges into it. Your forward light dies. Your lamp dies. Darkness unfurls like a spilled ink. A cold breeze brushes your face. You are seen. Am I dead? Oh, under sunless skies. You are in a room of sorts. It is bulbous in shape, not unlike a kidney. The furnishings, if that is what they are, look like the work of a surrealist. This straight-backed, many-legged edifice is perhaps a chair. That oily surface a table? An altar? The breeze, winter cold, enters through an arched window. Through it you can see a dark sky. The sun is black. It squirms. What's that? A sound from behind you. Something moves in the chamber. The lumpen mass opposite the window is not, after all, a disastrous attempt at a coat stand. It is a living thing, wrapped in multitudinous layers of gauze. The creature is towering, bulky, and unevenly shaped beneath its fluttering veils. It carries what looks like a measuring rod, notched with unfamiliar enumerations. Its voice is shrill. Welcome, trespasser, to the house of rods and chains. Your daring is notable and rare. My employer, here, the thing extends what is hopefully an arm towards the window and the sable, setting sun. Would like you to deliver a message to the need. You will be compensated. It shuffles towards the table altar. A set of iridescent scales stand there, the bowls perfectly balanced. One bowl holds a bubble of glass in which something bright and misty coils. The other bowl is empty. You are seen. Oh. I could agree to carry the message or refuse. Okay. Okay. I will agree. Is it curiosity, greed, madness? In days to come, you will wonder what drove you to accept. We've gone so far, might as well do it. Please, the creature squeals, inclining its upper portions towards the scales. You take the glass bubble. The wisp inside it peers madly out with pinprick eyes. The black sun is closer now, glaring into the chamber like a child through a dollhouse window. Pain blooms behind your left temple. It migrates across your cheek, down your neck, over your shoulder. You clutch at it and feel a sliding, swelling pucker on your skin before it moves out of reach. What happened? The liberation of night began long ago, the veiled creature pipes. Tell whoever you choose or do not. You are the message. Those who must know will know. It bangs its measuring rod on the floor. The sun screams in joy. Everything goes dark. You find yourself back in your submarine, your crew desperately steering it away from the vast eye on the Z-bed. Your pain is easing, but not gone. You stumble wildly to your quarters. A mirror! You need a mirror! Oh, wait a minute. I now have one judgment's ache. You now have an additional eye on an unobtrusive part of your person. Oh, I've gained one supremacy to the anarchist. You belong to the anarchist, Okay, now I go. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. This way is the way to the Reef of Roses. We'll go see something delightful. Like these beautiful corals down here. Bright pink and beautiful. Is it somewhere I could actually go into? Although now it looks kind of gross with these things. I see something over here. I could dock? I could dock underneath? Oh. The soundtrack down here is a lot more muted and slowed. I kinda like it. Oh, I don't have a bed anymore. Okay, I suppose I cannot use a bed down here. The music's kind of nice. Not gonna lie. Especially what happened just now at the eye. The Rose Gate. Oh. Oh. Let's go in. Rose Gate is not so much a port as a shop with a dock. Colored ceiling lights shine onto display cases lining the walls. A large shop counter dominates the room. Cigars, ashtrays, guillotines, matches, and carved boxes are all for sale. Each step here transports you into a new realm. At one moment, the heady aroma of summer flowers, then the earthy fog of fungus. The bitter warmth of morning coffee, the sickening sweetness of sweat, and midnight honey. Ah. I could take a pamphlet. Neatly printed histories of the shop are stacked high on one of the display cases. A notice encourages visitors to take one. Okay. Self-published plaudits. The pamphlet describes Rosegate as a cigar shop with a factory on the upper floor. True. Here, they produce and sell an unparalleled variety of cigars. Also true. The tobacconist is described as a world-renowned figure, respected for his dedication to his craft and the brilliance of his creative vision. The pamphlet boasts that his genius will forever alter the tobacconist's art. Well, that remains to be proven. I now have a port report. Nice. Okay, I could sample a high-quality cigar for 12 echoes. Sure. A rosewood box full of cigars sits on the counter. They smell of beeswax. The crotchety tobacconist cuts you a cigar and lights it. You draw slowly. Your mouth fills with the flavor of fog. Heavy on the tongue, like honey liquor. The tobacconist smiles. Your mouth will start to burn soon. Tolerate it. It's a transition phase before something rather refreshing. See what I mean? Just hold. As someone who doesn't smoke in real life, don't smoke. And I suppose, I could go to the shops. Could buy fuel here. That's not too bad. What is this? Uttershroom Sporeal. 750 echoes. That's pretty good. Okay, but there's nothing much to do here. But let's try this. Go away, we're closed. The crotchety tobacconist sits smoking behind the shop counter. The ashtray next to him is stacked with cigar butts. I cannot assist you until my apprentice returns. Well, where did his apprentice go? This is a quest, isn't it? I sent him on an errand. He just had to collect a parcel from... God damn it. Where was it? Either the Empire of Hands or the Tomb Colonies. He sits up and stretches. His hand joints crack loudly. I have very important work and it can't continue without him. Please, unless you've news of the boy, leave me be. Fine. I will find your boy. And I will leave for now. Oh, I just noticed I have an oxygen meter too. Oh. Okay, but I actually have business on the surface. So let's go. I think we're near the Isle of Cats. And we did do the thing for Icery. So let's go. Okay, we're quite near Visage. Okay, Isle of Cats is down here. Let's go. Interesting, isn't it? What? Oh, it's this ship. The Untersea opens up so much more opportunities and so many more quests that it might become a little bit overwhelming soon. Too many quests already. But since we have the merchant cruiser, let's try and finish some of the quests first. Okay, here. A smuggler's reward. Don't keep me waiting. Ivory pouts prettily and rustles their silks. Do you have a little present for me? A well-earned reward. You hand over the alarming scholar's notes. Ivory snatches the notes from your hands and starts flicking through the pages. I'll have a reward sent to your ship. They look up and smile at you vaguely, eyes glaze as a honey seeker's. Oh, my dear, what a treasure you are. You summon an answering smile and slip away the moment they are distracted. Now 3 cups of mushroom wine, supplies, 350 echoes, nice. Lots of things I got, lots of things. What is this? Experiments in red honey? The next time you are summoned to see your patron is not in their offices at the honeyed tongue. Instead, you find yourself in a well-lit laboratory of book-lined walls and delicate equipment. Isolate does not pause in their task of pouring red honey into a cucurbit flask. It is possible to encourage lamplighter bees to seek out one kind of memory over another, they announce, without any preamble. It's all about what you expose the bee to, once it has drunk the maddening nectar of the crimson roses. But it is an uncertain process, full of guesswork. The alarming scholar and I have been trying to apply the scientific method, you could say. They look fond for a moment, soft. I require you to perform a little experiment for me. Shouldn't take long. Okay, I need her patronage for my ambition. So I can only do this. A passion for science. I'll send a mellifluous sister with you. Just expose the bee to intense emotion. Pick one, and don't get too fancy. Are you using me? Are you harvesting me with the bee? Oh no. Ivory packs you off to the honeyed tongue, reasoning that emotions are bound to run high in its silk-clad rooms. The mellifluous sister follows behind you, holding a crazed lamplighter bee in a filigree cage. She mutters susurrating prayers under her breath. Okay, I'm now conducting experiments in red honey. Okay. There's a few options. There's a purposeful assignation. The courtesans at the honey tongue are warm and accommodating. If you have the coin, I have to pay 10 echoes for this. Or I could sacrifice a member of your crew. She's unwarily drunk on mushroom wine and sitting alone. Fear is an intense emotion, and one you can easily provoke. I have to scare my crew? I could start a bar fight, easy enough in a crowd such as this one, and guaranteed to generate intense feeling. The question is, do you dare? 64% chance. Isari wants an intense feeling, right? Let's give her a bar fight. Success! You end up on top of a table, dueling with a wide-eyed pirate carrying an antique sword. Your limbs feel as though they are touched by fire and wind, and you laugh as your blade strikes through. Your luck holds for the next 2 challenges, and the 2 after that. You are almost disappointed when the brawl staggers to a halt. One of the courtesans drops the man she was strangling with her silk scarf, and calls for honey meat for those left standing. The mellifluous nun, who is entirely unscathed, of course, catches your eye from across the room and gives you a nod. She takes the KGB and slips back to Ivory's laboratory. A job well done. Yes, a successful experiment. What is this? Royal prerogatives. I have been singing your praise to Leopold. Royal prerogatives. I have been singing your praise to Leopold. Izary's eyes warm at the name. You could almost envy the Pirate King. Almost. I would like to introduce you to him. Yes, I think it is time. They make a mime of thoughtfulness, though each word they say is carefully measured. But when one meets the king, one needs exactly the right sort of gift. It's only polite. Okay. Not yet. I need something awaits you. Okay, perhaps not. Not yet. Let's get a port report first. Okay. I think that's it for now. Okay, so it's time to leave. I think we're gonna go visage to get a port report, and then we're gonna go Khan's shadow because our next voyage is going back up to the Cuman Canal to go to the surface to do the coffee route again. We're going to exhaust the coffee route before we do any other quests in the Untersea. So we get the mirror catch box here, and we maybe will go this way. We haven't explored this whole area yet. Go Station 3, Abbey Rock. Yeah, I think we'll go like this way to get the most port report. And I think we need some more, we need 2 more supplies. And we shall go. Okay, we're back in Visage. Okay, a wandering parson. He glances nervously back at the face in the hill, but his handshake is strong. Who are you? Oh. A wandering parson at Visage. He seeks passage to the Church of the Low Barnet, beneath the sea just outside London. His suit is well tailored for an itinerant preacher. His cufflinks wink with sapphires. I could offer passage for money, offer passage for knowledge, offer passage for blessing. Ah. Let's offer passage for knowledge. People like to confide in parsons. What can he confide in you? A small confession. Ah, he gives a knowing smile. You travel to learn as well as to trade, citizen. I myself am studying the religions of the Untersea. By extracting the most admirable elements of each, I mean to construct a modern, superior faith. I understand the value, the spiritual value, of course, of hidden knowledge. Once on board, he insists you find a quiet cabin and whispers one of the secrets he's learned in your ear. Now that is interesting. Okay, I got an intriguing snippet. Okay. Should I go ashore and visage again? Sure, why not? Checking the customs house. Let's get a mask. Could go with a frog mask, locust mask, or bat mask. Let's go with the locust mask. It looks voracious. Hunger for all things. Moon moth settles the locust mask over your head. The eye holes are covered with a thin gold film through which valuable objects gleam more brightly. Ah. May you find a happy harvest, says Moon Moth. Then, when you have partly turned away, it double knots the ties on its purse, as though you're likely to pick its pockets. Doesn't it know you can see it? Okay, I could go again to the same place. Okay. Library of Parts. Oh, what's this? Look for books about the ritual in the ear. Perhaps there's more for you to understand. Scroll after scroll. The ritual is listed yearly for dozens, perhaps hundreds of years. Each ritual records which citizen cleared the door for entry and which masks were present in the procession. There are references, oblique but suggestive, that the ritual began long after the ear was built, when the new people came to Visage. But why they came and what happened to the old people is not recorded, and there is never any record about what was said inside the ear. Oh. Visage ritual participant quality is now 11. Respectful scholar of the mysteries. I could pick the pockets of the readers. While they are looking, you can be acquiring. Succeeded. Successful if not wealthy. You dip your fingers into a crocodile's purse and acquire a few coppers from a heron. The coins here are no more than tiny copper chips, each stamped with an eye sigil. The exchange rate must be thousands of these to the echo. Hardly worth taking home. But you have acted as a locust is meant to act anyhow. There are no scrolls for locusts in the library of parts. Okay, what else can I do? I could do this again. Trade mask with the moon moth, okay? Okay, I can go to the house of the chief geometer again. I could bring a comb made of bone this time. No. Flung away into a corner. Broken. He is disdainful. What use for a comb to a man whose head is covered in bear scales day in and out? From a joker, for instance, baboon mask, it would have been a very good witticism. But from you, no. Wholly out of place. Oh no! Okay. Can I do anything else? 2 honey cakes, yes! Okay, can I go visit the Temple of Apis? I could do nothing here. Yep. And then I could go... end your performance and leave the island is all I could do. Comma, when the other citizens are distracted, you find your way to the familiar custom house and rid yourself of mask and robe. There is satisfaction in laying aside a role well performed. Yep, that's all I could do here. I wonder how to proceed in Visage. Like, there must be more to Visage than just wearing the same tree mask. There must be more to it. I just haven't figured out how. But for now, we will go to Khan's Shadow and get a mirror catch box. And I also noticed something. We have gotten the quest from almost everyone except the irrepressible cannoneer and the new gunnery officer that we forgot to check. We will check when we get back to London. This is a new soundtrack. This is a new soundtrack. What changed? Is it because I have the submarine? Let's get a port report. And let's get the one-eyed scrimshander carve something for me. 4 watchful cure, okay. I'll bring those to Polytrim. Approach the man staring at you. His gaze is rather intense. What does he want? Oh. A commission. The severe chemist glares at you over his glasses. Beneath the Z, Captain, there is a city of murderers. Within it, a plant known as Tether. Bring me a jar full and I will pay you handsomely. Sure. Accept the task, you get him a jar full of Tether, no trouble. Or I could walk away. Going to a city of murderers on account of a weed. Doesn't he know people don't come back from deaths at sea? Yes, accept the task. He smiles in the manner of a corpse whose skin has just dried out. Excellent. You'll find it in Rack, City of Pleasures. I'll be waiting for you on the Utter Shroom, where my studies continue. Okay, I'll need to go find Rack then. Okay, nothing else I could do here. Yes, there's the empty mirror catch box. Yep.